What's up everybody, welcome back to the Art of Crypto, the birthplace of absolutely legendary gains. In this video, we will be taking a look at Bitcoin and why I expect a big move to happen really soon for Bitcoin, probably within the next 24 hours or perhaps the next 2 or 3 days. That could absolutely shake the crypto market up. So if you don't want to lose all of your hard-earned profits, I want you to watch this video till the end. In fact, if you watch this video till the end, you are going to pick up a lot of insights as to how I look at a market, as well as pro tips, so you don't want to miss out on those. But before we dive right into it, I just wanted to let you know that if you watch my video on PancakeSwap, you would have known to buy this level of support right here at 22, and if you did, you'd be up 65% right now, 65. And if you watched my Harmony 1 video where I said that Harmony 1 was about to pop, you'd be up about 50% right now. Like, forget the markets recovering, I called this way before the markets even started to recover. Not only that, but if you're following my Twitter, I called this BAL USDT setup, and I told you guys to buy the breakout of this level. And if you did, you'd be up 10%. So if you don't want to miss these profitable trading setups, I want you to go follow me on Twitter at _theartofcrypto. Now let's dive into Bitcoin. So right off the bat, I know this looks like something familiar to all of you guys, but this is trading, let's take it seriously. Don't be thinking of random nonsense here. So let's kick things off on the daily chart. So Bitcoin is currently getting rejected off of the 55.5/55.4 level. And in fact, if you were already in my private group, I already said yesterday that Bitcoin needs to break above 55/55.4, otherwise we're not out of the woods yet. If it gets rejected, expect a dip. And right now, it really got rejected at this level, and most of your alts are probably taking a small hit right now. So if you're interested to join the private Discord group, I only have 50 spots available. Get in on May 1st, yeah? So back onto the daily chart. The reason why I say something big is going to happen in the crypto markets within the next day or two is because this daily candle is very important for the entire crypto market as a whole, because we need to get a daily candle close above this level in order for the crypto markets to pump to the moon. And if we do not get a daily candle close at this level, we are probably going to get rejected, probably down to the 51k level. But either way, there is another pattern that I want to bring your attention to, which is if we go into the 4-hourly chart, this is starting to look sort of like an inverse head and shoulders, potential inverse head and shoulders, but in order to form it, we would still need to come down. And if Bitcoin comes down right now, that would be about a 5 to 6% drop, then your alts are probably going to take a hit as well. So am I saying that Bitcoin is absolutely going to go to trash and the altcoin markets are going to start dumping? No, but here's what I'm saying. Because of this daily candle close right now, it's going to go either one of two ways. First, it's going to absolutely just come down to the 51k, potentially even to the 48k, but I'm counting on the 51k level to hold. And if we do come down here, your altcoins are going to take a dip. And I want you to buy the dips, because if you were to have bought the dips, you'd be in massive profits right now. Like, for example, I just closed out my GRT trade today for 85% profit on a very sizable position. But look at this guy right here, Faisal Khan, what a legend. 40x on GRT, and he was up 250%. And this, my friends, is the power of buying the dips. In the bull market, buying dips are going to be your best bet to make money in the markets. It's as simple as that. Now, the other scenario that could happen for Bitcoin is it could just immediately just find support on this 50 EMA on the 4-hourly. So it will come down here and it will pump all the way to 57k, perhaps come down a little bit and then go all the way to 60k. That is the bullish scenario. And I'm not saying that this is likely to happen or that the dump is likely to happen. There is honestly a 50-50 chance for both of these. See, even though market Cipher on the daily chart, we have printed a green dot, it means that the price should theoretically be going up. But honestly, the signals are kind of mixed on all the time frames right now. 4-hourly, we have a red dot. 1-hourly, it looks even more mixed. It's currently looking like potentially it's going to find support on the 50 EMA on the 1-hourly. We don't know yet, it's still too early to tell. But either way, I expect something to happen within the next 1, 2, 3 days. And if Bitcoin does come all the way back up to the 55.5 level and gets rejected again, I want you to just take some profits off of your altcoins. See, if Bitcoin does break this level and just keep going up, sure, I would be missing out on profit because I already closed my GRT position. But honestly, here's the way I like to think about it. And in fact, in order to illustrate this better, I'm going to give you guys an example. So this is the Art of Crypto Telegram group. If you guys haven't joined yet, link is in the description. So this infinite loss guy, he was asking for a profit taking level for Matic, but then he's worried that if he takes profits too early, it'll cause a miss on continued gains. And this is what I replied with. See, everything you do in the market is painful to some extent. Taking profits early is painful. So is not taking profit and then watching your 85% gains come back all the way down to 10%. And definitely so is losing money. So everything you do literally is painful. So all I can say is you choose your pain. I can't tell you that Bitcoin's absolutely going to the moon and so is your altcoins. But what I can tell you is to take profits when the profits are there. I would much rather miss out on continued gains and secure my profits, because that is the pain that I'm willing to accept, at least better than the other two kinds of pain where I see all my profits disappear or losing money. So you can never go broke taking profits, man. Don't get greedy in this market, especially when market conditions aren't yet clear. I know we had a nice bounce. All the altcoins bounced like 30 to 40%, but honestly, we're not clear of danger yet. So market conditions are still uncertain. So take your profits when they're there. You can always buy back lower if market dips, and if market pumps, you can always re-enter. That is the way I like to think about it. In fact, the reason why I closed my trade when Bitcoin hit the 55.7 level is simply because that I determined that the probability of Bitcoin getting rejected at this level right here was higher than if it were to break through. See, in trading, nothing is absolute. Trading is literally a game of probabilities, and the way you win in trading is if you consistently take the higher probability moves every time over a sustained period of time. And over time, you're going to be successful. It's not about that one win where you put in $1,000 in Dogecoin and it goes to 1 million. It's not about that. If you want to do this for the long term, and if you want to do this sustainably, this is the way to go. So you always take the higher probability trade. So this was the higher probability one, and so I took profits. And look what happened, it got rejected. And if Bitcoin starts pumping now, I could re-enter. There's nothing wrong with that. So that was Bitcoin, right? One of two things could happen right now, but I really want to bring your attention to another chart that I have been looking at. And this is called the Bitcoin dominance chart. You can find it on TradingView at btc.d. And if you want to help support me a little bit, I wouldn't mind if you just use my affiliate link in the description to start TradingView. But anyways, so what Bitcoin dominance tells us is what percentage of the total Bitcoin crypto market cap is being held by Bitcoin. So as you can see, when Bitcoin dominance was at 73, it meant that if, let's say, crypto market cap, like the total market cap of every single altcoin plus Bitcoin was 1 trillion, Bitcoin would hold 730 billion of that $1 trillion, which means altcoins would definitely be suffering. But over the last 4 months or so, Bitcoin dominance has been strongly just coming down, and that's why you see alts performing really well. Altcoin season, as they say. But anyways, the reason why I bring up this chart is because even though it has been consistently coming down, I have been keeping an eye out for these support levels. And right now we are nearing a very significant support level, because as you can see, in the past, back in 2017, we found support on these two levels multiple times. So these two levels are in fact very strong support levels right now. And if Bitcoin dominance pumps, that means that money is going to flow into Bitcoin and out of altcoins. So your altcoins are going to take a hit. So just by looking at this chart, you sort of have confluence with the Bitcoin price action, right? That would mean that money would flow out of the altcoin markets and the altcoins will bleed, and at the same time, Bitcoin dominance is probably going to rise. And I'm fully expecting Bitcoin to find support at these levels again. Now, I'm not saying that the crypto market's going to dump again, but I'm just telling you that there is a fair chance that that could happen. So I just want you to keep an eye out in the next couple of days, maybe within the next day. And if the Bitcoin dominance were to pump, I would look for it to come all the way up to 57 and 60 at the highest, because these two are very strong levels of resistance. And if Bitcoin dominance does rise and keeps rising, expect the market to go into a short-term sort of bear market, because money is consistently flowing back into Bitcoin and out of the altcoins. So just be prepared for the probability of that. Besides that, I want to bring your attention to another chart that I'm looking at, which is the DXY. So at the moment, you can see, similar to Bitcoin dominance, the DXY is actually quite correlated with the performance of Bitcoin. See, the higher DXY is, the stronger the value of the US dollar is. And whenever the US dollar increases in value, Bitcoin sort of tanks. Like you can see the correlation between Bitcoin and the DXY. So for the last year or so, the dollar has been consistently going on a downtrend, and that's why you see Bitcoin pretty much pump like crazy over the last year. But at the moment, what I want you to know is the DXY is sort of nearing a very key support level. And if DXY bounces from this level right here, which could happen in the next couple of weeks, who knows? But if it really does bounce or perhaps form a double bottom here, then I would expect, again, the entire market to sort of go into a micro bear market, so to speak. In fact, now that I'm looking at DXY again, we are already at a pretty strong support level. See, price found support here, which means there is a likelihood that this would be a higher low and we would continue to pump. And if we do pump, Bitcoin's going to suffer. And when Bitcoin suffers, the altcoin markets is going to suffer as well. So just things to keep in mind for the immediate short term, perhaps the next couple of weeks to a month or two, just something to look out for. And I just wanted to remind you guys that nobody goes broke from taking profits. Take your profits at the top because it's not yours until you realize it. Take your profits at the top and you can always buy back in lower. And what this does is twofold. Firstly, you are going to have liquidity to buy the dips. So contrary to what you might think, dips happen. If we just go back to the Bitcoin daily chart, you can see that it pretty much happens like once a month. See these dumps right here? This is where the money is made. Remember this guy? Yeah, that's what smart money is doing. While everyone is panic selling, we are buying the dips. Of course, I do not condone 40x leverage, but you get the point. Because of this dip right here, I have all the smart money is in massive profits right now. And that's why we are not FOMOing into any trades right now, because we are just riding our positions right now. That's massively in the profits. So if Bitcoin goes back up to 55.5 and it gets rejected, I would definitely take some profits off the table / close my altcoin positions, simply because something big's probably going to happen in the next few days. And yeah, I hope you made it all the way to the end of this video. If you did, let me know down in the comment section. Just comment "end" in the comment sections so that I know who are the loyal ones and who truly gained the most value out of this video. And again, just to remind you, I only have 50 spots in my private group. If you're interested, join next month. You are going to make this $47 back in just a single trade. It's going to be the best group that you have joined. I'm going to turn you all into really proficient traders. But anyways, with that said, may the gains be with you, my friend, and peace.